Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So before starting today's video, before talking about the stocks, I would like to put my disclaimer. So I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So whatever stocks that we are going to discuss, please don't take that as direct stock recommendations. Please do your own research and then decide whether to own it or not. So before going deep dive into the stocks that we have today, so I would like to start this video with a important quote from Peter Lynch. So Peter Lynch, as we most of us know, he is a legendary fund manager from United States. So what he says is that please know what you own. So know what you own is the basic fundamental principle before you start buying a stock. What does that mean is always go deep dive into the business. Please learn about the business fundamentals. How do they make money? Where do they operate? In which sector do they belong? Do they have a single business or are they diversified? So, if you know the business properly, you will have a very good idea or a very good, what I call, forecasting of their future. And also, how it helps during bull market is in bull market, every stock flies. So, even if your stock is jumping to new high level every day, you won't get overexcited because you know the business. The business has not ramped up that much compared to the stock. The stock has overrun. You won't get overexcited. Similarly, when the market goes down the hill and your stock crashes or its stock corrects, and if you know the business well, you know that okay, you don't get into panic like, oh my god, why my stock is falling. So you know that this is a basic behavior of a bear market, and you don't need to panic because you know the business. The business is still evolving and is still great, so nothing to panic. And if you know that your stock is falling, and you know that there has been a fundamental change, then you decide that it is not the time to hold. So that's why it is very important to know what you own. As said by Mr. Peter Lynch. Okay, so today we will start with our first stock. So basically, I'm a value investor. Like, I don't want to uh, buy stocks where I don't see much value left. So, to tell in a brief, I don't want to buy high P stocks or high overvalued stocks. So, I generally try to do my own research and find stocks which are available at a low valuation. And definitely, they are good business because the business is first, second is the valuation parameters. Okay, the first stock that we are going to discuss is Kaveri seeds. Okay, so Kaveri seed basically this company. तो सबसे पहले इसका बिजनेस समझ लेते हैं तो ये कंपनी व्हाट डज दिस कंपनी डू सो ये कंपनी क्या करती है so this Kaveri seed company is engaged into research production processing and marketing of various high quality hybrid seeds. So basically this is a company who does research about the seeds and they provide seeds to the farmers. So who are their customers? Farmers. So farmers are their prime customer and they operate all over the India. So इनके बारे में कुछ डिटेल्स पढ़ते हैं. Leading seed manufacturer of India. So I haven't heard much about their peers, so they are pretty much dominant. So as we see, it started in 1986. Kaveri seed is among the largest crop seeds producer in India, presence across 22 states, manufacturing capabilities, like they have quality control lab with a pan distribution network, product portfolio. So mainly उनका products क्या है? Hybrid variety seeds like maize, paddy, cotton, sunflower, mustard, sorghum, pulses, bajra, and wheat. In vegetables, the company offers tomatoes, okra, chilies, watermelon, gourds, and brinjal. Increasing global footprint. So India में dominant करने के बाद they are now exporting to various other countries like Egypt, Myanmar, Nepal, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and other countries. So revenue segmentation as per FY21, matlab, so as we know the business, like they provide seeds to the farmers. This is very simple. Now, which seed has how much percentage contribution to the revenue? So cotton has 45%, maize 21%, hybrid rice 13%, vegetables 4%, bazaar 2%, and others like 5%. So cotton का सबसे ज़्यादा contribution है. So so if we know the business, like as I said, so you know that cotton has the highest contribution. 45% is almost like half of the business. So अगर cotton का seed doesn't sell well for a particular quarter or particular year, then that will have an impact on their top line and bottom line. So we know this from the business, and we also know that other products, they can also in future they can ramp up other seeds, and they can reduce their dependence on cotton. R&D capabilities, they have Kaveri has an in-house biotechnology laboratory at Pamulpati, Telangana. The R&D team comprises of 150%. So ये कंपनी सीड्स बिजनेस में है, and they are very innovative. They have R&D lab, they're doing the biotechnical research. So this is why this is very important business to me, because future में agriculture India में, because we have a large population to feed, so definitely no doubt that growth is there. And a company like Kaveri Seed, who is capable of doing research, providing hybrid quality seeds to the farmers, is definitely going to benefit. Okay, so now see, ये जो लास्ट पॉइंट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, फोकस ऑन नॉन कॉटन क्रॉप. सो जनरली कोई भी कंपनी अगर एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट पे उसका रेवेन्यू ज्यादा डिपेंडेंट होता है, then that's a risk to the business. Like for example, Apple 50% of revenue comes from iPhone, so they are heavily dependent on iPhone sales. Similarly, this company, Kaveri Seed Company, has 45% of dependence on cotton. So if they can focus in other seeds, they can bring growth there, they will reduce their dependence on cotton, so that risk will be mitigated. So and इसका एक एडवांटेज भी है कि कॉटन इनका 50% ऑलमोस्ट कंट्रीब्यूट करता है 45%. सो कॉटन का मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया में टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर भी बूमिंग सेक्टर है. सो द गवर्नमेंट का बहुत सारे इनिशिएटिव्स भी आ रहा है टेक्सटाइल एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए. सो इसमें क्या होगा, yes company indirectly benefit होगा, because for cotton चाहे कॉटन का डायरेक्ट एक्सपोर्ट हो या रेडीमेड गारमेंट्स यार्न का एक्सपोर्ट हो, कॉटन का रॉ मटेरियल बहुत यूज होगा, और उसमें दिस कंपनी कावेरी सीड इज गोइंग टू बेनिफिट अ लॉट. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द बिजनेस. लाइक एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर, टेक्सटाइल में कॉटन का यूज है, उस पे ये लोग almost they have a 45% revenue contribution. So definitely this looks like a very good business. And we can also if you go to the annual reports or investor presentations, definitely you will have a more understanding of the business. And now first of all, okay, business is good. First check is done. We know how do they make money. Check is done. Now balance sheet क्या है कंपनी का, how financially they are. So let's go to the balance sheet. Okay, you see, so the reserves are reserves of this company as of September 2021 is like 1319 crore. Borrowings, debt, what? 1 crore. So almost they're like debt free. They don't have any borrowings. Okay. So if we see their fixed assets, it's a good level. It's increasing. And investments, they have 437 crore of investments. And other assets में आते हैं, देखते हैं inventory. So inventory compared to the last 2 quarters, it has decreased. That's good. Like any company doesn't want to increase their inventories. So as soon as the inventory is getting empty, that's a good sign that कि business चल रहा है, लोग inventory से sales हो रहा है और पैसा company को आ रहा है. Trade receivables 217 crore, that has increased. Cash equivalent, they have 20 crores cash in the company. So balance sheet looks like very strong. So they have good reserves, no debt. They are debt-free company, and they have cash and investments. Like they have 437 crore investment. That's a good financially good position company. Now, if we look at the cash flow, like a cash from the operating cash flow, It is positive. As an AK company is only making profit. It is giving good cash flows also. So now let's go to last few year results. So if we compare from March 2017 onwards, like if we take last 5 years, 600, 700, 768, 800, 900 crores, constantly increasing from last 5 years increasing. The top line is increasing and margins are very good. Like for me, any business having a margin at more than 25% is excellent. That's a very high margin business. I don't want to be, you know, generally perception is low margin business are vulnerable. Like high margin business, more cash flow. Okay, now if we see the net profit, it is also increasing. 210, 215, 251, 305 crore. Return on equity last year 25%, which is good. So if you see the last 10 years business, sales growth 15%, compounded profit growth 21%. So it is really, so balance sheet is good, company is performing well. But most importantly, why I'm talking about this company, why I got attracted to this company. So basically the question is why should I buy Kaveri seeds? As I told, good business, no doubt about the business performance. Now let's see the promoter holding. So promoters holding is 57% as of September 2021, and most importantly, it has increased. Like earlier, it was 55%, now it is 57%. So promoters have confidence in their business. That's why they're buying more shares from the market. Okay, so foreign investors they also own 13%. Domestic investors they also own 10%. So let's see who are those guys. So in foreign investors, we have Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So MIT owns 3.34% in this company, right? So we should trust them. Next is domestic investors. LIC owns 4.69%. They've increased like 3.9 to 4.69%. So LIC like is a big institute of India, and they have equity investment in this company. So there is no doubt we should be complacent about the company. Abacus Emerging Opportunities Fund owns 1. Abacus is managed by Sunil Singhania, and he is one of the superstar fund manager from India. Now let's see the public if there is any notable investors. I don't see any. Okay, cool. So next is like okay, good business, high promoter holding. Promoter is buying their own shares, positive for the company. Now what about the valuations? So as I tell, I'm a value investor. I don't want to buy high PE stocks, overvalued stocks. So look at the stock PE 15.7. So a company with a high margin more than 25%, ROC 25%, ROE 24%, trading at 15 PE. For me, that is a perfect value buy. So like whenever we invest in a company, we should first think about the risk. Like how can I lose money in this business? I don't see any probability of that. Very good business, good promoter, promoter holding is high. Foreign institutions, domestic institutions are investors like company like LIC, MIT are investors here. So this is a definitely value buy for me. So I think, as I said, one can look into this company, study more, find more details, and they can plan to purchase this. So I'm not a big I don't follow technicals, so I don't want to give you any target. So for me, as a value investor, enter when it's a value buy and stay in the business as long as firstly there has been no fundamental change to the business, secondly no corporate governance issue. So till then we can hold the business.